Hey, what's up, bro? I really appreciate you saying that. So, I would absolutely love to tell you what has helped me personally. When I couldn't stay sober, it was oftentimes because I thought that drugs were the answer to my problems. So whether I was depressed, or I was feeling worthless, or I was bored, I always thought that, well, if I use drugs, then I won't have to deal with this, or maybe I can get past it with this and escape reality. And what I realized was that drugs are not the answer. They're just a band-aid that prolong the inevitable. And the inevitable is that when the drugs wear off, you're still going to feel the exact same way that you did before you used drugs. So when I realized that, I was like, well, I can't expect to be 80 years old and still doing drugs, not knowing how to have normal coping mechanisms. Like, do I expect to, have a decent life with a career, with a decent retirement, maybe a family, a wife and kids, if I continue to relapse and continue to do the same stupid stuff and not knowing how to cope with real life? Like, the more that I used drugs as a coping mechanism, the more I was dependent on drugs to solve every single problem that I had. So, like I said, once I learned that, or once I realized that, when I had thoughts of relapse, I would tell myself, this is normal. It's normal to have thoughts of relapse after years of addiction, because the dopamine that gets released in our minds by drugs is the exact same dopamine that is released when we fall in love, and our brains can't tell the difference. All it knows is, hey, whatever you're doing right now, continue to do it, because I like the effects that are being produced by whatever action it is that you're doing right now, which oftentimes was drugs. So my brain got into the habit of thinking, well, drugs worked out for you last time you were depressed. Drugs worked out for you last time that you felt like nobody liked you or you were worthless, and so you used to be funny or be whatever, mask who I really was. And once I was like, okay, I understand that, then I was able to say, I don't need that stuff anymore. I love your page, and I love that you are an advocate of plant medicine. If I were to suggest something, look into microdosing with psilocybin. Just look into it. I'm not an advocate of using drugs or illicit drugs, whatever you want to call it. Just look into it. For me, it helped me tremendously with my anxiety, my depression, and my OCD tendencies. So just look into it. It's a beautiful thing. I hope this helps you. And if you have any more questions, I'd love to answer them. Peace, love, and until next time.